Hello. All right, live trading day. I haven't seen the markets in 5 days. We're gonna see what's going on. Just by looking at the screen, gold is overextended, but we'll see about that. All right. Let's take a gander. Let us look and see what we can find. All right. First and foremost, I just want to close up a few trades. There's 646 crude oil long on the 5-minute chart, and I just need to plot down here. This must have just right here went one about 2.25. That's good. That's closed up. 646. Repeat, 646 is closed up. Just need to do a little bit of house cleaning before we play some trades. And then there was one other trade on the NQ short intuition. This is the 5-minute NQ short. It was right over here. Where was it? This was 649. Okay, big red candle. Is right 15-minute. Right here. This one went doesn't look like it went anything. That one looked like it's 0 NA, to be honest with you. Yeah, 0 NA. Glad I got out of that one, right? Wow. Okay. All right. We are fresh. Starting fresh. Let's look at the higher time frame charts. Let's clean up these lines. Higher time frame. Really higher time frame, gentlemen. Really higher time frame. Gold looks to be bouncing from the higher time frame. Let's look at NQ. Let's look at crude oil. All right. Let's look at this. On the higher time frames, let's look at NQ. NQ has an explosive start of the day, but it really is only 45 minutes in. Daily picture looks wildly bullish. Wow. Wildly bullish. It's approaching all-time highs. That is reckless. Oh, wait. Never mind. All-time highs are up here. Wow. That is wild. It is in an area of supply, so I would be looking for shorts. Right off the bat, I'm looking for shorts on NQ immediately because right now is the time it should go short. Let's take a look at the 240-minute chart. This looks great. It looks great right now for a short. I would consider a 15-minute comeback bar right now. I'm going in short one. We're in short one for comeback bar. Profit is 821.5, 821.5. 821.5. We could go for a 1-to-1 here, but I'm deciding to go for a 2-to-1. This is a comeback bar. This is zone number 651. You know, you could go for a 1-to-1, which you can get out soon, but I'm not. 62.75 is my high. 62.75. I'm risking $335 for a profit of $490. 335 divided by 30 is 11.2 apples. For 490, which is a lot more, 490 divided by 30 equals 16.3 is my reward. I'm going for a 2-to-1 late entry, minus 25%. That's all right. MNQ short, comeback bar. I'd call it breakout. 13. This is opened at 848, 11, 14, 23, 651. This was a 15-minute comeback bar, end of trend, PE, higher time frame zone, and then also narrow or micro? I think it's micro. It's micro for a 15-minute chart. Absolutely. It's micro for a 15-minute chart. Right now, our stops and targets are set. Whatever happens, happens. I think it could possibly break, but whatever. We were going for that 2-to-1. So on the 5-minute chart, it's bullish, so it looks like it could break. However, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's now look at gold. Anything right off the bat am I looking for? It's bounced perfectly off this demand. We were so wanting to long from here. It was perfect. I don't know why we don't just place higher time frame trades like that. And right now it's shown a high of the day. This is a great high of the day. So any types of shorts, I think I might be too late for this one. Look at this bounce down. Look at that go down. So it's already too late here. However, oh man, it's too late. You're too late. It's okay, but you can't go short right there, you know. You're a little late to that party. So yeah, I can't tell you to go short there. I would go long if it does cruise down so fast. I would consider going long at this little zone on the 5-minute, even though the 3-minute doesn't look proper. It's not protecting free space at all, but the 15-minute is. Yeah, as this continues downwards, it's spreading itself so fast that I would consider bounces here. Definitely bounces here. My stop loss would be here. However, I don't know if that's too tight of a stop loss, but I'm fine with it either way. NQ looks really bad now. NQ looked like it was there. Look at that. It went 1.25 to 1, and now it's bouncing to break that high. That's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. It was almost to a 2-to-1, but it is what it is. I'm going for a 2-to-1. We're risking 11 apples. We're probably getting out now. That sucks. But look at this thing run. Gold is really coming back. I would consider longing. In fact, I'm going to place that trade now. This 15-minute chart. In fact, I'm going to go a little bit more like this. Well, this is technically where I should be. So that's what I'm doing. Doing contracts right there. That's 2.1. MGC long. Holding level 2.1. That's 6.6. I'm just going to go see double. It's about 1.3 contracts. So one contract is 7 apples of risk. That's fine with me. If this thing really wants to run all the way down like that, I'm considering longing. I don't know if it'll get there so quickly. But might as well place the trade there. One contract 64.3, one contract at 64.3, one contract at 64.3. Stop loss 62.3. 2.3, 62.2, good. Target would be a 1-to-1, 66.4. 66.4. And NQ definitely looks like it's about to pop higher and break my trade for a loss. But it's alright. It happens. Let's look at crude oil. Crude oil seems like it's past some objects here. It's bouncing from the demand that we thought. So both gold and crude oil bouncing from where we believed it should bounce from. It's extremely bullish now. It needs to hit some type of selling block. So at this point, just wait on it, I suppose. You could look for selling, any type of selling. At the moment, there's nothing on the higher time frame that I would consider. NQ's out. NQ's out. Let's just mark that down quick. And go back. NQ's out. That's fine with me. It's fine with me. Let's just wait a little bit here. I would consider going short, but it's too bullish right now. It just keeps on breaking highs, so I'm not all that interested in it. Gold did rally back now, as it should. And now it's battling with this holding split here. It's likely to hold price lower right now. So that's what I'm going to do. Market order, come on. 3 market orders. This is a H setup. 1-to-1 would be 69.1. I repeat, 69.1. Which would be $430. My risk on the trade is high 71.5. I repeat, 71.5. So in other words, we're risking $290 for 430 for a 1-to-1. 290. $9.7 risk for 430. 430 divided by 30. 14.3 would be reward. This one's negative 11.2. This one is, I'm just going for a 1-to-1 here. GC short, H setup. The risk on the trade. Did we take a picture? Darn it. Come on, go, 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 go. I'd like to have the picture there. And it looks like it might break right now. Darn. 3 minute. Yep, just broke. Just broke. Just broke. That's out. All right. Where's the distal lines here? I would imagine it would go short here. Anything above there, I'm in short. Anything above there, I'm in short. That's my choice. 652 was 857. Negative 9.7 apples. This was 11, 14, 23. 652 1. This was a 3 minute H setup. Holding split, protecting free space of 2. Narrow, recency 1 2, magnitude 2 1. What's the X score on this thing? X score was 2 to 1. X score was 2 to 1. Yep. Oh no. I'm just gonna leave it then. I think it's coming down, but whatever. Definitely think it's coming down. 0 NA. Yeah. Alright. So that's the trade. Now we're both closed down. No trades on. I would consider going short on GC. However, has to go up a little ways to get there. And then this would be a comeback bar protection. From here, there we go. There we go. We're in the trade. This is my stop. I'm probably putting a stop here though. Stop is this high of day, which is 75.3 is my stop. 75.4 actually, which is $930. So 930 divided by 30, which is 31 apples. 31 apples of risk. Oops. GC short. Comeback bar protection. 68.5 is my target. 68.5. 1140. 1140 divided by 30, which is 38 apples reward. My risk on the trade. This is a 15-minute. 653, 15-minute. I'm imagining there needs to be some retracement here going downwards. It's got to. It's got to protect this high. I think it would be. I think it's got to go down. I just don't know how far it can go down. That's all. I don't know how far it can get. So I just put my target at a 1-to-1. Hopefully it works. 6, 5, 3, 1, 11, 14, 23. All right. Description on this trade was a 15-minute comeback bar protection. However, I'm going to call it a breakout bar prevention, BBP. Breakout bar predict. No, BBP is breakout bar prevention. Yeah, BBP, breakout bar prevention. PE, end of trend. 0.25. That's what's going on. I have my risk and my reward set. My risk is there. My reward's down here. That's it. As far as NQ goes, I don't know why I have trades on there. Shouldn't. Let's take a look at it though. Let's jump back to NQ. Let's let GC roll. NQ so bullish, but there's been a lot of people trying to pick tops because you can see selling, breaks this high selling, breaks this high selling. So every time it kind of explodes upwards, it breaks lower, but they're not getting anywhere because it keeps on going up. So I want to go in short, but there's been so many times where people have tried that. Let's look at the higher time frame. Let's look at daily picture. The daily is just so bullish, dude. It's just still breaking. It's still finding a high of day. At this point, this is an important line in the sand. This day, this high that it's approaching right now. I'm gonna mark it down as the exact price. So I don't. There you go. So that's the exact price. So it's nearing 917 here. It's about 40 points away from breaking that high. If that high breaks, this would be in my head, I would imagine this as selling territory, protecting that extreme. But there's plenty of theories where you can sell. I am interested though in shorting this up here. If it breaks that today, especially. If it breaks that today, I would take this full zone as just a higher time frame trade. 100%. 100%. But I don't know if it'll get so far so fast, you know. Let's see here. This is an important low. That means it could test it. This is a holding split, protecting free space, shown on the 240-minute picture and the 60-minute picture. That's a very important low. It's likely that can be retested, and it's likely that distal line will work. That means any area near that distal line, with the distal line as the stop, can work for a 1-to-1. However, I don't know if it'll, like, just because it'll work doesn't mean it'll be tested. It can keep on going up without testing it. So, but I'm just saying, if it does come down there, it's likely to provide a bounce in price, which is what we're looking for. So I would consider going long there if it goes down all the way. But let's just let this thing keep on going up if it wants to. I'm not going to take any shorts because my zone is actually my higher time frame zone is past this distal line into here. This is my selling area right there. So at this point I'm just gonna let it roll. Hopefully it keeps on rolling up. You know, I don't know. It can go down because it's overextended in higher time frame zone at the moment, but not a zone that I have too much importance on. Let's take a look at crude oil. Crude oil, that bouncing. Let's see if it's finding supply. On the 4-hour chart, it's battling supply right now, but that's not fresh. This stuff up here is fresh. This is just a pivot, you know what I mean? I think that there's a lot of target taking, but this is not necessarily going to change trend. The trend is still up, in my opinion. So let's take a look at where you can go in the trend going upwards. There's a little bit of demand here. There's just a lot. 3-minute. Okay, that works. It's showing a double top right now. This is actually a really good shorting spot. Do you want to short from up here though? You could. I might just go for a 1-to-1 quick. Just to the breach of this. This is actually setting up so perfect. So I'm gonna have to just go for it here. Just for a 1-to-1 if possible. If possible, if it yields me this. This is a breakout. One contract short, I'd be risking 4 apples, but now it's formed a little bit higher. I would go comeback bar. I would just go right now. Go for the CLZ 1 contract right now as a 2-bar prediction. This is the prediction. So at this point, that's my stop. 0.12. My stop is 36. I repeat, 36. 36. Oops. Oh, you can go way more. Except I can't because I'm all the way leveraged in gold. So I'm only risking $80. That's unfortunate. I would like to risk more, but I don't have margin issue. I have margin issues going on. Margin issue. About 3 apples risk and then reward. Yeah, there you go. there you go. That's one trade. Got to plot it down. 654. 5 minute. This is a, what is this? This is a 5 minute H setup. 2 bar bubbling prediction. End of trend, PE tight. 907. 654 is the zone number. Is that right? Yes, it is. I'm risking 3 apples for a possible reward of 2 to 1, which is 79.03. You could go 1 to 1, really. I don't know. You could go 2 to 1 too, though. That's fine. 2 to 1, which is 79.03. 79.03. 250 bucks. 250 bucks. 8.3 is my reward on this. And this is going on right now, so yeah, 654. Good. Good. We've taken the pictures. We're good. Just leave it be. Leave it be at this point. I'm thinking that it can go down. It can go down to right here, which is that 2 to 1 mark. 79.03. At this point, it has created a PIZ. The PIZ is at about 100% distal line, so my stop can be moved into this high. 79.36 is my stop. Is that really? Yeah, that's my stop anyways. Wow, I got right very, very close to my stop. So let's see what happens. X score here would be X of 1. It's important to always mark down. This is an H setup. Okay, cool. Yeah, risking 3. Okay, cool. 31. Cool. At this point, we're good. Let's look at the NQ. Let's see if it still rolls up. It has not. It's dropped since we've chatted last. And look at that, make a huge. It's looking like a Head and Shoulders. So it's a mountain, and then it basically is supposed to mimic what has happened. So a mountain peak, and then, as you know, this is a ridge. So you ridge downwards, and you really it has a tendency to mimic what's just happened to get there. So this is also setting up for a short, but it's just not. I don't know. I'm just not that comfortable with it. I don't know. You could, but just not that interested in it. It can go down. I would consider taking longs right here. So anything underneath this distal line, in my opinion, is long territory. So this distal line, let's make 70%. That is generally long territory. So on the 5 minute chart, if I want to really mark down where to buy, it would be around this split in this area. 3 minute, yeah, it would be right in that area, especially if it goes down right away. That I'd be more interested in. So we'll see about that. Gold, has it? Oh man, it has not helped me out really. I mean, this is dropped down. It's gone 0.5 to 1, I would say, almost 0.75 to 1, but I'm gonna say 0.5 to 1 with a 25% PIZ. And at this point, it's rallying, and it could beat, but we'll see. My target is 68.5, right? 1 to 1, yeah, 1 to 1. So my target's right here. I'm trying to get it to rally, push down to here, but you can't get this thing to rally or do anything you want. It's just, it does it on its own. So you really have zero control at this point. Zero. But we are risking 30 apples on this trade. Do we want to be risking 30 apples? Can we deleverage if we wanted to? Yeah. But I think it's a good opportunity. I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking for a 1-to-1. I consider it not that bad. Crude oil just broke. Crude oil just broke. I think, right? Yeah, crude oil definitely broke. 5-minute H setup. All right, let's take a picture of that. And we wanted to go short a little bit, and boom, it broke. All right, and that's continuing upwards. Interesting, very cool. That's a 0 NA. That went nowhere. -3 apples on that. A lot of things is balancing on gold working or not. Let's take a look at NQ. NQ. Is this just gonna be another high that it breaks? Could. I don't know. I don't know. No intuition trades yet, as of yet. GC, I wanted to see the 15-minute. So the 15-minute comeback bar kind of... It didn't actually break yet. 73.3, 73.2. Yeah, it did break by 1 tick. It did. It looks bullish. However, I'm not asking for that much. If it goes down to this blue line, it can still rally up. But it's already formed a low. So at this point, it's still bullish. So you are absolutely counter trend, and on the smaller time frames, it looks very bullish as that's what's happening right now. But look, anything can happen. The more you look at it, the less clear it gets. So don't look at it so much. 15-minute looks bullish on NQ. It just does. I could see this going up. I could. You could take breakouts going upwards right here. How confident are you in that? I mean, my targets would have to be above this high if I wanted to do that. How many other people's targets are there too? So I don't know. I mean, you could take this breakout. This is going long. Absolutely is. Absolutely. That's a breakout. But you're battling this high at the same time. Anti-breakout could also work. So anytime I'm not sure if it's going to be an anti-breakout or a breakout, don't take the trade. So I do think that this, if it goes bullish right now, it's a bullish picture. That would be a breakout going upwards. GC's coming down. We'll see. Look, we're just, our targets are on the other side of the range. Happy to be hit. I'd be happy to be hit there, but we'll see. Oil just seems to be more target taking. Now it's coming down. It does do that sometimes, man. The way it comes down is just from a comeback bar, just like that. It's nuts. That could be the high. You know what I mean? And it's such a small risk to take. Just crazy to me. Anyways, NQ looks. Ooh, I don't know. It's still battling this breakout. It could still break out upwards. And that's what I think it'll do. It's got about 2 minutes left. It's got 2 minutes left to break out. Yeah, it's about to break out. I just don't know if it wants to trick. It wants to trick going upwards. So once that breaks this current bar's high, or the previous bar's high, it's starting a breakout. My stops would be in place underneath the zone. So basically taking this zone as a demand zone that's being created now at this point. Like, it's not actually created yet. I'm betting on that there being a leg out going upwards. But I'm not taking the trade. I'm just observing at this point. There you go. It's broken out. That means I would be in the market. Anti-breakouts would fill those orders and it right away break this low. And that would be an anti-breakout. So I don't know if it's going to be a breakout going upwards or an anti-breakout where it just breaks that high, fills the orders, and comes down, breaks the low, and fills the orders. So you can buy at the high, sell at the low, or buy a short position. So sell short, then buy at the low, and then make the little bit of money there. That would be an anti-breakout. Looks like the anti-breakout's going to win. That is bearish on the picture as a total, so that means it could go lower, break these two lows, come down. In my opinion, anywhere in this split above this distal line is demand that I won't take because there's no free space underneath. There's only demand underneath. But I will take this demand because underneath is only free space. In perfect world, this would break lower and break through this demand without blinking an eye straight into this demand, where it would absolutely blink an eye. It would freaking say, whoa, buyers, we can't keep on going because then there's free space underneath. So the buying keeps it up and you can bounce for a 1-to-1 with a very high probability, like a 60-70% chance probability for 1-to-1. So if that happens, let's do it. I think right here would be a good point to start buying. Right here. And then there it goes. The anti-breakout worked. It's going downwards. The trend is down now on smaller time frame. It is going down until it feels buyers. Now, at this point in time, because of this distal line, this buying distal line where it went down and then shot back up, that is bullish. That is a bullish distal line. Therefore, there's buyers there. Now, if there's buyers there, that doesn't mean it's going to work. It just means that it probably will feel resistance. It will probably absorb some buyers. It will probably slow down the price movement downwards. However, if it can flood right past it, that would be ideal because then all the buyers would compile into this demand that I have highlighted below. So that is what I'm looking at. Let's take a picture of that. This would be a 15-minute lonely split or 30-minute. Nope. 15-minute. What about the 60-minute? 60-minute holding split. I would call it a 15-minute lonely pivot. That's what I would call it. Because it can be qualified as both. This would be MNQ long. This would be a lonely pivot. I don't often take those. 31.75 width. That would be 5 micro contracts. We're only risking 4.6 apples, so a 1-to-1, which is all that I'm asking for, would be a 4.6 apple reward. Really not that much for how confident I would be in this trade, so I would double price. I would double that and go 9.2 risk for 9.2 reward. As you can see, the buyers are pushing it up. It's stalling price. But I want this thing to crash. Ugh. I want it to just be aggressive. I want to see some electricity in here, man. Also, probably known as volume, but I don't look at volume. There's too many other things to look at. I could look at volume, though. I probably should. But anyways, so NQ, that's my long. I want to place the order quick at 821.75. I'm not doing any coupons on this trade. Just play straight. 821.75, right? 821.75. 821.75. Good. 821.75. And then my stop would be at this low, 90.25. So 90 flat. 90 flat. Good. And my target would be a 1-to-1, which was 54.5. 54.5. As this thing's running far, far away. Wow. 54.5. As this thing is running away from me. Look at that. The bulls are there for sure. 15 minute. Oh my gosh, bro. It came so close to my target and it's turning around. Unbelievable. So close, and it hit a pile of buyers. I don't know where they came from. Where did they come from, dude? They just pile buyers like that? That's crazy. My target wasn't even at the low. It was so close to being filled. That is so unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Whatever. We'll see. 0.75 is still the furthest it's gone. I'm still holding on to the trade and just leaving it be. That is really unfortunate. 30 minute is extremely bullish now. Very bullish on this high. You could consider getting out of the trade now if it goes up, because you were so close to your target being filled that your trade is kind of archived now, unfortunately. But there's always a chance either way. Either way, there's still always a chance that it can work. So it just depends. I think we should probably not have hope on the trade. I don't know. I don't know, man. It can do anything. I don't know. Truly, I don't know. NQ long. Let's see if it's gonna do any. No. Nope, it's not. As far as GC goes, so 30 apples I'm risking. You could consider just getting out. You could roll down a contract, which would take it, instead of $930 risk, you're risking you're risking 620. You could do that. I'm just gonna leave it be. All right, NQ. Yep, we're pretty good. NQ is looking bullish. Those buyers did work. It worked. You know, this buying absolutely did work. It's pushing upwards right into the high. In fact, if it doesn't work, I'd kind of be surprised if it doesn't work. Yeah, I'd be surprised. I don't know. I do not know. Doesn't seem like gold, or sorry, NQ is going to be filled, so probably cancel that order. NQ's rally. Let's look at crude oil, higher time frame. Crude oil still bubbling upwards, breaking highs, still bubbling. Man, oh man, it is got to form a high at some point. That is crazy. I have no idea. I do not have. I don't have an idea of where that's gonna go at this point. As this thing continues breaking higher. Look at that go. I don't know. NQ, oh my gosh. So bullish, dude. That's incredible. That's incredible. Look at that go. On the 5 minutes, formed a little pivot and it's rallying, breaking this high. I mean, that is incredible. So, wow. That's surprising. That's really strong from NQ. Did it breach the high or no? This high is 87.50. This high is 87.50. It's literally hit the high on the dot. Try not to break it. There's just a block of sellers saying no to that. That's funny. That is funny. Take a look at gold. Looks pretty bullish. 240-minute chart, higher time frame. Yeah, pretty bullish, man. It's come all the way down to the 1-to-1. It depends. It just depends. I don't know. So if it does want to break this high, it can. You need volume and everything, but after that point, I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't know where it's gonna go, but it could probably do that. 30-minute, yeah, it's bullish. It's definitely bullish. Look at that rectangle, dude. Oh my gosh. That's just such a range. But past this line, I mean, past this line, it's going. It looks like it's going to go to the high. You could get out. Man, that's just such a bummer. It was so close to my target. I'm stalling on getting out or not. It's probably the best thing to do is just to get the heck out. Really, I don't know. I really still think it can work. I don't know. Do you want to get out? I don't know, man. You never know. You really don't. You don't ever really know. I'm just going to leave it on. Because it's just whatever. That's the trade I chose. I'm not going to do anything to it. Probably you're supposed to read and react. I mean, it went it went close to my target, but oftentimes it can do that. It can go close to your target, turn around, come back. Like, I don't necessarily think that just because it went close to your target doesn't mean your target can't be filled. So look at this, break this high, come down, form a little comeback bar if it breaks lower. That's just too classic. That is classic. I'm not doing that though. I couldn't do it. I would consider comeback bar protection, which has already happened. But that's just such a micro trade. Just crazy. Too fast for me. Way too fast. So, let's just leave this thing run. We'll leave it be. Alright. Yeah, it's bullish. Bullish NQ. Let's hang out on the higher time frames for a little bit. Crude oil, bullish. Gold, bullish, but then kind of bearish at the same time. Because it's past distal line, kind of in that split. It could go lower. I don't know. It already did go lower. That's a problem. It went lower already. 68.5 is my target. It already went lower. Oops. It went 68.5. How far actually did it go? This low. 68. It went down to 68. So let's take a look at 68. There. That's how far it went down. I mean, that's not that much. But I can't hold these overnight. It's way too much. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. And then NQ, obviously extremely bullish. I mean, it's up to 2.25% in one day. This is really bullish. It looks like it can break those highs. If it breaks those highs, I tell you what, I am ready to go short on this thing. If it breaks this high, I want it to break this high and enter into this dotted line. At that point in time, I'm ready to go short on the whole thing for at least a 1-to-1, but you know, with great reward comes great risk. So that means look at the width of this zone. I mean, to have my stop at high, this is a very large zone. Your 1-to-1 would be down here, which is pretty far. Wow, it would be at the zone. Oops, it would be at the zone that I'm looking to buy at. It's interesting. I actually do like it when that happens. Oftentimes it works. So if that's were the case, I'd risk 20 apples. I would allocate 20 apples to that if I can. That's bullish. Right now it's bullish. You can buy right now. That's an H setup. Actually a holding split micro. But either way, who cares? That is bullish. Buy, 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 buy. If it blasts through, then I would be looking for smaller time frame. That's the first signal that this is a short. Starting at the 5-minute chart, meaning bigger picture, like, oh, we're actually building a short position. But right now I don't think it broke. This low is 80. This low is 880. Yep. Same low. Right now we'd be still in the trade. I'm not taking it because I'm not particularly bullish at this moment. It's still high on the curve. It's still in a higher time frame zone that I'm not necessarily taking, but I'm not necessarily betting against either. So, but look at the bounce. You still would need profit up here because it's an X1. Probably you'd probably have to break the high to be profitable, over 100 trades or so. My stop loss would be at this low. Yeah, that would work. It's got 0.25 to 1. Yeah, it's got to break the high to be profitable, so I wouldn't count it. Just because you're getting some buyers that see what I'm seeing, doesn't say that it's bullish yet. Wow. It was a comeback bar protection on the 15-minute. I just noticed that. Well, that adds that, and the 3 minutes holding level. So it certainly adds some context to the situation. So all those time frames are bullish. So if this formation were to break, that's even more bearish of a statement that the market's telling me. It's showing its cards as it continues trading. You know, it shows its cards. And good thing about trading is that you don't have to be in until you've seen their cards. You know, no one's forcing you to ante up. You can be in when you want to, which is so fortunate, honestly. There's not even any rent to see or be here. It's pretty nice. So bullish on oil. I have no idea. I don't want to be one of these people who shorted, because look at how many times they got blown out. I had one crude oil short today, right there, and didn't work out. So this is just so bullish. I do want to go in short, but I don't know. I don't know if I can. Doesn't look good. Gold, I have no freaking clue what's gonna happen. I'm emotional on gold because I have a large position on it, so I truly not touching it. I don't care. I don't care if it loses. I don't care if it wins. I'm just not moving. I'm not budging. I'm not budging. There's no negotiation. Does that make me inflexible? Bad day trader? Yeah, perhaps it does, actually, because you want to be flexible. You don't want emotion not letting you be flexible. But I'm kind of a stubborn person where I'm just gonna hold, man. I'm gonna hold until my target gets hit or until my stop loss gets hit. At least I have a stop loss. Whatever. Do what you want. At least I have a stop loss. I am protected to a certain degree, however much I risk, whatever. All right, let's take a look at. So this one, it wouldn't be profitable quite yet. Maybe if you get a small target, but usually, trades like this, you want to get a 1-to-1 out of, but who knows? If this goes downwards, I am more bearish on it than I had previously thought. The thing is, it's likely going to wait for this 15-minute bar to print before it becomes a comeback bar. If it prints green, even if there's a large top wick, it's bullish. It's still bullish. However, if it prints red, it's likely to run lower until the remainder of this bar's life, which is 3 minutes left. So if this does go down, I would consider taking a comeback bar right now. At this high, I would be one of them selling, but however, it's not so much risk. And I'm gonna go for I'm just gonna go for a 1-to-1. MNQ short comeback bar, which is just a breakout. 18.75. I don't know if it's gonna get there. Oh, it looks like it will. That's four micros at this low, I'm in. I'd be in. All right, I'd be in. You have me. You have me bought, bro. You got me. You got me, bro. You have me sold. You say 4 of them? Yep, 4 of them for 5 apples or risk. I'm in there. Stop loss at this high. 99.75. Do we have a whole number stop loss? That's awesome. 15,900 is my stop loss. That is even better. I'm going to double the position. I feel extremely confident now. I want to double it, but I don't know if we should or not. I just don't know if we should or not. It's bearish, man. 5 apples. 5 apple reward. I'm definitely in. I'm definitely in on it if it goes down. It has 1 minute to break lower, though. So I might not even place the trade or actually be filled. It would be a comeback bar on the 15 minute. On the 5 minute, it would be a breakout. This is just too bearish, bro. I need to do more. I need to do more. Quantity, 8. I'm doubling. I'm doubling price. Yes, it's risky, but it's so bearish if this happens. It's got 30 seconds to go short here. Likely won't at this point with 30 seconds left to go. So whatever. I'm going to have to exit position here. Yeah, it's not going to happen. 10 seconds left. 10 points to run. Yeah, not going to happen. But I just had my breakout there if it chose to do that or not, but I don't think it's going to. I don't know. Yeah, I'm out. Okay, so I didn't place this trade. Let's delete that. Getting a little excited there. But, all right, targets would be filled. Boom, boom, boom. Targets would be filled. So you're right at this high. A 1-to-1 target at this zone would have been filled now. So target's probably taking them now. And at the break of that high. But this is such a bullish formation that, dude, it can just keep on running, going up. Hands off. I really don't know. Gold. I mean, it's going my direction, but I have no idea. It looks bullish to this distal line. I tell you that. The 30 minute, it's just every time it's printed green, the momentum's upwards. It's coming down right into a buying wick, which is all demand. It looks bullish on the 30 minute chart at least. So if it wants to break that, who knows, it could go lower, but I don't care. I want a 1-to-1. I'm not moving. That's all there is to it. Hopefully it does get a 1-to-1. My 1-to-1 is right here. 68.5. My target's been sitting there for a while, so who knows. I might be high up on the queue if it gets there, and whatever. Just giving myself any type of hope that it'll work. So I already know there's too much emotional charge on that trade that I don't want it. Don't fall in love with them trades, man. Don't fall in love with them. You can't fall in love. Okay, now it's coming down. All right. Yeah, I'd consider shorting that. This is just so small, but it's also so good. Like, right on high on the curve like that. It's about one contract. 5.8 apples at this low, 93.25. Repeat, 93.25. One full contract size, 93.25. I'd be in. There you go. This low, 93.25. Yep. This high would be 903.25. 903.25. If it breaks this, so if it breaks this low, I'm going down to here for a 1-to-1. Really, I think that's really profitable. I do. I really do think that's very profitable if it chooses to go lower. If it chooses to go up, no harm, no foul. I won't be in the trade. But if it chooses to go down, I'm going for a 1-to-1 at the very least here. 882 flat is my target. 882 flat, which it's already there. That's interesting. There it is. Order placed. Order's about to be filled if it breaks that low. Boom. 655 is the zone. I am risking how much on this trade? 15 minute. I gotta look at the risk right now. Place orders placed. Orders filled. We're in. This is a short on the NASDAQ. Pretty narrow, I would say micro. Given the range that it's happened today, it's a very small risk, very tight risk. At this point, I'm risking $200 for a possible reward of $225. So whatever, same thing. 200 bucks for 30 bucks. 6.7 apples for 6.7 apples for a 1-to-1. Very confident in this trade. This seems like routine to me. So anytime I feel routine, I generally like the trade. 655. Just because I like it doesn't mean it'll work, but it does mean that I would take it over and over again. This looks perfect. Let's mark it down. I did take pictures already. Let's describe it. It is a 15-minute comeback bar. End of trend, PE, so it's completely end of trend. And I would say narrow. I'm not going to say micro. It is small. I'm just going to say narrow, which is still small, whatever. It's gone 0.25 at this point, 25% PIZ. Whatever, I'm going for a 1-to-1. Who cares? That's it. That's all there is to it. NQ. Yep, that's all there is to it. I like that trade. 655, zone number 655. Good. We're all clear. We're all organized. Everything's good. Everything has its place. I really like it. Wow, target. Oh my goodness. Come on, gold. Get there. Come on, gold. Oh. This would be dirty if this doesn't get there. Oh my gosh, bro. This would be so dirty. I tell you that. But look, the markets are pretty freaking dirty, I gotta say. Oh my gosh, it hit my number. It hit my tick on the tick, but it did not fill. If this does that. Oh no, it didn't get 0.5 yet. It got to 68.6. But I would be so broken, bro. I would be really broken. At this point, I have to move my stop to the pivot in the zone just in case this doesn't work. I absolutely must, unfortunately. Pivot in the zone is right up here, which is this high 73.3. Let's look at that quick. 73.3 is 300 bucks. That's 10 apples. Moved it to 10 apple risk. Piz 10 apples risk. Anyways, the trade is done. We're out. We're out of gold. Thank God. Thank you, God, that it worked. But thank you, God, that we stuck with it. We didn't exit the position when we were feeling emotional about it. We just said, screw it. Screw it. I'm leaving it on. That's what we said. And this time it worked out for us. But oftentimes it doesn't have to work out for us. NQ, does my target? Where's my target? Oh, yeah, my target's there. Target's sitting there. It's looking excellent, I must say. 882.25 is my target. Why is that? I guess NQ's ticks are just so little that there's so many of them, but it looks like it's almost hit a 1-to-1. My target's at a 1-to-1. Whatever. The ticks are just so small on NQ anyways. I would count that as it hitting 1-to-1. I'm not counting it at my profit until my profit's in the account, but it looks to be 1-to-1 on the picture. What's this low? 883.25. So it's gone to here. It's gone about a point away from my target. My stop loss? Yeah, nothing else. This is looking great. 5 minute, I'm just going to take a picture. You know, at this point, who cares? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I'm really content with that trade. In all honesty, I should have risked more on a trade like this with my confidence level. But I did already double it, didn't I? No, I didn't double it. No, I didn't double it. But I'm still risking 6.7 apples, which is more than average. My average risk should be about 4.5 apples, but I'm risking 5.8. Or sorry, let's say round it up, almost 7 apples on that trade. So it is rounded up already on the risk side to match my confidence in the trade. Target hit, target's out. I'm all done. I'm all flat on the day. Totally flat. That's 1-to-1. That's awesome. Great trade there. Great trade. At this point, there's no other orders in. Up $628 on the day. How many apples is that? Divide by 30. It's about 21 apples. That's good. That's good. We have just so much more to go to get to our goal of 30 grand, but whatever. We have 9 grand left. How much in 9 grand? We have 300 more apples to go to be at our profit, which is fine with us, actually. We're cool with that. Look at that go down. Very good. We only have 5 minutes left. Is there anything else we can do? Wow, look at gold go down. Okay, so it's gone 1.75. This was a 15-minute comeback bar. I'm gonna look at the trader here for sure. If it goes downwards, I'm bullish still. 653 zone number. I don't know if it'll get down there before I'm done on the trading day. NQ short's going too, yep. NQ short, look at that move, man. That's awesome. Look at that. It's precisely what we wanted. Could have held on to that thing, yeah. Maybe confidence should not just be on the risk on the trade, but the risk reward on the trade too. How far it can go. It's gone 1.75 to 1. As far as gold goes, that went 1.75 to 1 as well. I don't know why I didn't mark that down. If you look at it, it went 1.75. Yep. Yep. Both of them went 1.75 to 1. Both of them I got out at 1 to 1. So we're kind of taking profit early, technically, but on a grand average, it's still profitable if you have a 1 to 1. I'll tell you what, if this thing goes down, the zone is not as clean. It looks clean on this chart, but on the smaller time frame, it's not confirmed. So that's not really that's an odds dehancer. Means it brings down the probability of the trade working out if if the higher time frames show one thing and the lower time frames show another. That's not really trustworthy. I like trustworthy. Wow, it keeps on running, dude. So 2.75 to 1 at this point. You could have made so much more. Oh my gosh. Almost a 3 to 1. Yeah, almost a 3 to 1. Wow, dude. That's pretty good. I'm taking a picture of that. So we take pictures, and we also have an Excel sheet that shows what trade it is and how far it goes. So that means in the future we can put together a statistic that says how far you should be holding trades to. Because at this point, you know, how are you supposed to know when you get out? At a 1 to 1, 2 to 1, 3 to 1? You really don't. I don't have any. I mean, I have some clue because I have a few statistics, but I haven't really done full optimization on precisely what it is. I still like to go with my feeling and my gut feeling and what I think I can get away with. But if there seems to be some type of trend that I'm just way too scared with my money, you know, I want to get out right away, then I'd consider changing my strategy and stretching my comfort level and going with further targets. There you go, 3 to 1. I'm done on the day. It's 10 o'clock. No more trades for me. I want to see gold. Yeah, it's gold to pop in. Let's look at gold on the day just so we can see, you know, what happened. So it's gone down. Thank God for us that we hit targets at 68, but it's gone down. It went down to here and then popped upwards. We were thinking that it breaks that high, and I'm like, oh shoot, my stop's on that high. So I was thinking about getting out, but it went down again. So it went down again on that same day. So super helpful for us, for sure. I know they care so much about my account. Just kidding. All right, crude oil. Just some cleanup here. I'm just leaving the marked trades in tomorrow, or maybe this afternoon if I do that. But I'll look at how far the trades went. I have demand in both gold and crude oil, or sorry, both gold and NASDAQ planned out, and I want to take, but I'm not going to, and I only place it into my trade book if I actually place the trade. So, no, sir, I'm not doing it. I'm not freaking doing it. All right, cool. Good trading day. Up $628 on the day, and really happy. Thank God. All right.